In this lesson, we're going to walk through the benefits of creating a brand kit in Canva. Now, if you're new to Canva, you're going to want to sign up. You can do so utilizing the link in the description. And if you haven't checked out lesson 1, it is an overview of the Canva dashboard, and it's a great place to start if you're new to this web app. Now, we're going to create a brand kit today, and like I said, it's one of my favorite things in Canva if you checked out the previous lesson, and it's really easy to do. Now, I will say if you do not have the Pro version, you are very limited in the features that you can utilize within the brand kit. So I highly recommend signing up for Pro. It's 100 times over worth it. I love the Pro version, and there's so many opportunities and qualities and aspects that are within the Canva Pro account that you don't have access to on the free one. So I'm on the dashboard currently, and what you're going to do is on the left-hand side, you're going to select Brand Kit. Now, I've already have my brand kit on here, so you can see that it looks obviously all put together because I've already uploaded all of my information. Now, in the brand kit, you have access to 3 things: brand logos, brand colors, and brand fonts. Now, on the free version, you only have the ability to update your brand colors, and you have only one color palette in terms of having access to it. So, to update a color palette, you are going to utilize the brand colors section, and there's actually going to be some colors already here for you, and you're just going to be able to go in there and update them. So I just added one on the bottom here. You can see you can go in there, update the colors. If you know your color code, your hex color code, you can easily just copy and paste that into there, and you can also title this color palette. So this is an example color palette specifically for this video, and like I said, you can go in there and change them to whichever colors of your choosing. Now, if you don't have a brand color kit already or color palette for your brand, you're going to want to get one of those, and you can do so in a few ways. One is by connecting with a graphic designer or someone in a similar field like a brand designer, and asking them to create a brand board for you that typically has a logo, a color palette, fonts, and brand messaging, which is the most important. You could also utilize this Add and Discover Palettes feature, which has tons of options for you there, and like you can see, I created a color palette. Now, like I said, with the free version, you only get access to one color palette for your brand colors. If you have the Pro, you can add additional like I have done here. In terms of the logos, you do not have the opportunity to upload a logo. If you are on the free version, you will only be able to upload it as a media item, and then you'll have to scroll or search for it every time. So that's why I love the Pro version, because you can easily access your brand logos and you can put multiple ones in there. I always recommend a PNG version versus a JPEG, because a PNG version allows you to upload a transparent background. So as you can see, there's like this gray and white kind of pixelated background for each of these. That actually is just a transparent background, and it allows the logo, when placed on an image, to not have that weird white background whether it's a rectangle or a square. So it just looks very clean, very professional. So I always recommend uploading the PNG version. Now, on the fonts is another area where you cannot utilize unless you have the Pro version, but it's really cool because you can upload any of your own fonts if they're not like a font that's available through Canva, more of a customized font, and you can actually update what headings look like. So I use a specific font for my main heading, my subheadings use a different font, and then my body uses another font. So it's a really cool place to upload fonts and also add your brand fonts for different headings so that they're easy to style your designs or customize a template. Like I said, and mentioned previously again, that uploading fonts and logos and creating more than one color palette is only available in the Pro version. So I highly recommend the Pro if you do not have it. Now I'm gonna actually go into I'm gonna delete this really quickly. I'm gonna go into a design so that you can see how to actually utilize your brand kit when you are designing something or customizing. So I've just opened one. This is just an example. This is a template that is available on changemediaco.com in our membership. But I just want to show you how easy it is once you have your brand kit loaded onto Canva to update the colors. So I've added the template, and on the right or on the left hand side, you're going to see this little section that says styles. You're going to select that. Now in this section, you can see my brand kit is right here. So I can easily update everything on here by adding in my colors, and you can see the different color palettes that I have. When you click one of these, it actually shuffles the colors on the template, as you can see right now, to add my branding, which is really, really cool. So you can do that by clicking there. You can update the different, the different fonts by selecting there. And let's just go to that color. Let's say you don't want to update the entire brand kit. Like maybe you don't want to update the fonts, but you maybe just want to update the colors. You could do so by clicking in here. And let's say you don't want to do the colors, but you just want to update the fonts. You can do so by clicking the next tab over, and that allows you to just update the fonts. Now, another really cool thing, if you don't really know what that looks like for you or not sure what your style is, they do have trending options that you can go into and click. So let's say you want to try something else out. You can do that by selecting in there, but then maybe you still want to use your colors. You can go back and make sure that you're still using your colors. Now to add a logo, as you can see on the bottom, I have add your business name or logo. So of course you could just click into here and type in your logo. This is, or not your logo, your business name. This is my business name. Or if you already have your logo in your brand kit, you can delete that. And under the folder tab on the left-hand side, you're gonna click shared with you. Now shared with you is gonna have your logos, and you can see they are all my logos here. And like I mentioned earlier, that PNG background allows it to have the transparent option to upload. And I can just go in there and click one, make it smaller, move it around wherever I need to. And now my logo is on this file. So it is really easy to add a logo when you have a brand kit. Now, if I don't have the ability to upload a logo because maybe you're on a free version, then you're gonna need to go to your photos and your uploads, and you're gonna have to scroll through all of your images that you have ever uploaded to find that logo. You can also search if you remember the file name and it comes up right away, but it's just a little bit more difficult than going to the folders, clicking shared, selecting logos, and just adding your logo in there. So that is how you utilize the brand kit to create your own brand kit within Canva, and then how you can actually implement your brand kit into a design on Canva using the design editor and the styles and folder section. If you have a question about brand kits that wasn't addressed in this video, please feel free to send us a message or leave a comment, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. And I am so excited for the next lesson, you guys, so I'll see you in lesson 3.